Hello world, Mama Voice is back with another video, and it may have been too soon. Okay, so requests have been made for me to do a video on relationship goals. Now, I don't know why I was summoned to do a video on relationship goals when I'm not in a relationship. But I know I've talked about relationships quite a bit in my previous videos. So maybe that may have been the reason behind the request. I don't know. Maybe somebody's, I don't know, just want to hear what I got to say in reference to relationship goals. Maybe they secretly want to know what my relationship goals are. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and get into it. I know for some reason, I would like to say, someone created a profile for me on a dating app. Basically, I don't know who did that, but they knew my email address. They had access to my photos or what have you, basically from one of my social media platforms, and they created a profile and had it sent. Of course, I started getting notifications from this dating service, and I was like, I didn't sign up for no dating service or whatever. I'm not gonna call the name of the dating service or whatever. But I was like, no, ma'am, no, sir, because I'm not even on that. I'm not even on that. Delete. But it was funny, but it wasn't funny because, I felt like it was, shots or whatever because of the things that they put as far as on the site or what have you, basically saying that I like to do certain things, like I like to run. I like to things that I don't even do. I don't even do. So I was like, okay, no, this definitely wasn't me. I don't know who did it, but I deleted it because I'm not interested in. I don't like online dating. I don't like online dating, and the reason why I don't like online dating is because it's impersonal. I would rather meet someone and get to know them, communicate, talk, verbally. All that texting and going back and forth, texting all the time, that's a no for me. I'm not gonna, and it's so funny because I've met people have been in my DMs and they was like, oh, I want to get to know you better. Can we, go to another app and start chatting or whatever? And this one particular person got upset because I wasn't responding fast enough. And I let them know, look, I don't do this. I don't like chatting or texting all the time. I don't have the patience to sit up and text someone. For one, I'm not on my phone all day. I actually have a job. I have to work. So I'm not going to be texting you all day. But for another reason, I was like, I would like to be able to hear your voice. And if you, unfortunately, this person supposedly was a military person and they couldn't communicate, and I'm using my air quotes, because that's, that was the reasoning behind their foolishness. But I was like, oh, this is not going to work. It's not going to work because I don't like to text all the time. I'll do some texting, but I would rather talk on the phone, talk in person, meet the person, actually see the person eye to eye or whatever. So I think I'm getting off topic, but relationship goals. This is, so I think I'm still in there. Relationship goals, relationship goals. So it was like, okay, no, this is not what it is. Okay. But let me, do my norm introduction, relationship goals. Your relationship goals should center around positive communication and honesty. When you have disagreements with your partner, you should aim to fight the problem, not each other. There are 3 C's in a healthy relationship. So relationship goal for me is to have a healthy one. I want to be in a healthy relationship. I don't want to be in nothing toxic. We don't need a toxic relationship. That's just not, no. We're not doing toxicity. We're going to do healthy communication, compromise, and commitment. Yeah, those are the 3 C's. So in order to have a healthy relationship, you need communication, verbal, face to face, communicating, compromise. It can't be one-sided. One person can't always get their way. We gonna do what they want to do all the time. No, can't do what I want to do all the time. We can't do what you want to do all the time. Let's compromise. And commitment. There needs to be commitment. The only way it can be a relationship is if there's commitment. If somebody's not committed, then you ain't in no relationship. You look like you in a situationship. You ain't in no relationship because there's no commitment. So that is the 3 C's in a healthy relationship. And that's relationship goals, to have a healthy relationship. Okay. You want to be romantic. I mean, a romantic relationship is a wonderful goal, and it's providing a sense of belonging, mutual concern, and respect. Of course, and intimacy. But, that those are necessities in a relationship. You have to basically feel like you belong with the person. If you all aren't even vibing, then what's the point? What are we doing? It's like, okay, well, what are we doing? Because we're not even seeing eye to eye. I mean, I don't even like you. It's like, okay, so well, what are we doing? If those are the feelings, then why are we doing this? Why are we even dancing? Because it's not working. And I heard someone say, don't run at the first sign of a red flag. No, I don't think you should run. I feel like you need to address it. You need to address it. Definitely don't run, but don't sweep it under the rug either. You need to address the issue or whatever. So we're still talking about relationship goals. Okay. I think everyone would want to have a successful relationship. Nobody wants their relationship to fail. I think people tend to get into things too quickly, and I always said, TV has a contribution to that, because anytime I'm watching TV and I'm watching a show or a movie or something, and that's because they have to get within 25 minutes or within 15 minutes or within 2 hours, they have to basically play it out, and get it, to a point of telling the story. But in reality, that's not real life, people. We can't live what we see on TV. So therefore, it's not realistic. In TV land, in TV world, their 2 or 3 encounters could be over a span of weeks. We're seeing it like it's the next day, or they go out, they meet each other one day, and then you think it's the next day they're calling and going out, and then they're getting in the bed. No, that's not really, the reality of the storyline that's not how it's supposed to be, of course. And that's not how it should be in real life. It's basically fictional, of course, but it's over a span of period of time in the story that they can't say, Some movies will be like, oh, well, a month later or 6 months later or 3 months later or whatever. They'll spell it out. But most shows don't. So you see a person, these two people meet, and then you see them go on a date, and the next thing you know, they're in the bed. That's not how, no, that's not reality. But I think people really truly feel like that's how it's supposed to be. Because nowadays you go out with somebody, you just met them, they already kissing you in the mouth. Or they already trying to get you in the bed. And it's like, bruh, I don't even know you. I don't even know if I like you yet. You know, I was attracted to you, but that don't mean I'm ready to do. You know, that's crazy. So, no, that is a no. Okay. So 5 keys to successful relationships. Let's see. Open communication. There go that word again. That's one of the 3 C's. Open communication. One hallmark of a healthy relationship is the ability to communicate openly. Openly communicating. And that means telling each other, talking to each other, being honest with each other, being real and true to yourself and your feelings, opening up. Nobody's saying, no, you have to be a basket case or a crazy person, but, you know, just open up and be open-minded and talk about things. You know, when someone asks you about yourself or asks you things, be as honest and transparent as you can be without, you know, I know you want to divulge so much information, but, you know, be as open as you possibly can, comfortably, you know. Listening and feeling heard is number 2 of the 5 essentials for a healthy relationship. So 1 was open communication. The number 2 is listening and feeling heard. Having someone listen to us and feel like we're being heard is important. Yeah. You know, if you're asking me a question about me, yes, I want you to listen to what I said. I'm not going to go as far to say, well, you know, I would definitely want someone to make sure that they are listening by, you know, a recap of what I said or whatever. That's wonderful, you know, but it's not a requirement or anything like that. But it's just good to know that, you know, when you're dealing with somebody that's a good listener, that's a plus, you know. 3, the 3rd essential for a healthy relationship is working through disagreements. You're not going to always agree on things. We're not going to always, it's okay to disagree. You know, I always say I'll agree to disagree. You know, when it's, you know, things are getting heated and we're not seeing eye to eye on something or whatever. I try to work through it by, you know, not taking it far where it's, you know, when I see the other person getting upset or whatever, I will, you know, read him to see how he's, you know, or gauge him, I should say, to see how he's taking it. And I'll ask the necessary questions to make sure that they're not upset or whatever. But definitely try to work through the disagreement, you know. Trust. That is, you know, number 5. I skipped number 4 because it's mutual intimacy, and I don't believe in intimacy in a relationship unless, you know, I believe in marriage. So, you know, we're not doing things outside of God's will, not over here. So number 5 is trust, and you have to have a level of trust. There has to be a level of trust. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and it was so funny because they were, you know, going in about, you know, their significant other always wanting to hang out and go out with their friends. And my take on that was this something they used to do prior to getting with you? You know, if they're used to always being able to go out, I I have no problem with a person living their life, because we're individuals. We came together as one, because this individual is actually married. So they came together, they became one. But you're still you, and he's still him. So what he used to do prior to getting with you, that most likely not going to change. You know, it's okay for them to have friendships and go out and hang out with their friends, because guess what? Those friends were there before you got there. You know, people have friendships and relationships prior to getting in a relationship. You had a life prior to that. So I believe sometimes that be the hardest part of coming together with someone, especially at our age now. Our lives definitely have, you know, grown, and we've experienced a lot. You know, we have met a lot of people. You've made a lot of friends or what have you, and you may have these relationships where you are used to hanging out, game night, going to watch the fight, or, you know, hanging out with your friends. So that shouldn't change just because you've now gotten in a relationship or you got married. Include your significant other in the outing, or if it's a all male, you know, situation, then that's okay. Because in all honesty, everybody's different. But for me, I'm like, go have fun, because I might, knowing me, I like my me time. I like to be able to, you know, give myself some me time and be by myself or whatever. Anyway, I love being around my significant other, but at the end of the day, I also like my personal space. So I'm different, you know. I've been told that I don't express, I act like I don't care, which that's not true. It's not that I don't care. I'm not a jealous person. That's what it is. I'm not. If you're on the phone, we're in the car, you're on the phone, somebody calls your phone, and I don't react. It's like, okay, they're on the phone, you know, and they could have a whole conversation, and they won't get that. Who was that on the phone? Who was that? I don't care. I'm not finna question who that was on your phone, who called on your phone. You know, because first of all, they ain't my phone. They ain't calling for me. So I don't care. It's not that I don't care, but I don't care. It's like, okay, you having a conversation. Now, if it sounds as if, we not playing those games. I'm not dealing with people that, you know, got all that extracurricular going on where they gonna be blatantly disrespectful to me. No, I'm not even dealing with them type of people. So, but my mentality is, if somebody calls their phone and they have a conversation while I'm sitting there, then it must have been a conversation that needed to be had at that moment. And it is what it is. And most of the time, I'm not listening to see, you know, well, who are they talking to? You know, well, what was that all about? No, I don't react. I have not reacted in the past, and I was told that I act as if I don't care. But I just feel like I'm just not a jealous person. No. Because I'm going to have those phone calls as well. And it's going to be, you know, I have family members that I talk to on the phone with for hours. I have uncles that I talk to. I get on the phone with my uncles and we can go. You know, we be talking on the phone for a minute. That in itself can upset someone. So it's just it's a matter of balance. It's a matter of maturity. It's a matter of giving your significant other space and freedom to be who they are. They are with you. They got with you. They married you because they loved you. You know, they didn't marry you for you to control them. They didn't marry you for you to, for them to spend every waking moment with you. No. You know, you all are individuals. You came together, you become one. Yes, you become one, you know, but you were an individual prior to getting with that person. So I feel like relationship goals are healthy relationships that include compromise, communication, and commitment, freedom, understanding, romance. What are other goals? Of course, great intimacy or what have you. But just, love, loving one another, being there for one another, supporting one another. That's just, for me, I'm different. I'm just different. I don't know. But that is what I would consider great relationship goals. I can't look at people. I hate when people say, "Oh, so and so and so and so are relationship goals." No. You don't know what their life is like in their house behind closed doors. What you see on social media, or what you see on TV, on the red carpet, standing there smiling together. They may look good together. They may be an attractive couple, but that doesn't make them relationship goals because you don't know how they treat each other. Those two individuals that everybody seem to say is relationship goals, and I'm not calling names because it's not necessary, but it's just a general statement. Those individuals that people normally say are relationship goals, 9 times out of 10, they're putting on. They're putting on for the book. They're putting on for the media. They probably can't stand, probably sleeping in separate rooms, can't even stand each other. They probably don't even like each other in real life, But so we can't always assume, what we see is reality. You have to know what you want. Don't go by what other people are doing. Have your own identity and have your own goals set for your life. Those individuals, like I said, they could look good together. They can actually be in love. They can actually be great, But we shouldn't base what we see, two people walking together, holding hands, or on a red carpet, or taking pictures together, or because they're in a relationship, that's considered relationship goals. No. Relationship goals are what you want in a relationship, what you would want, how you want to be treated in a relationship. They could be, a whole abusive situation, slapping each other around, cussing each other out on a daily basis behind closed doors. I don't know. You just up here telling that's relationship goals. No, honey. No. Let's be real. Let's be honest, or whatever. It's what you would want in a relationship, how you would want to be treated in a relationship, And I say commitment, communication, compromise, support, love, romance, intimacy, all of those good things. Trust. Those are relationship goals to me. Well, I hope you like this video. Hope you'll share this video. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. And I hope to see you in the next video.